All right, molar mass and conversion to number of moles and vice versa. We have 3 or 4 questions that we're going to go through a step at a time. So stick with me. I'm hoping that we'll finish this in 10 minutes. All right, first one. What is the mass of 3.25 mole of carbon dioxide, CO2? So the first thing we have to do, we have to definitely find out the molar mass of CO2. So 1 carbon and then 2 oxygen. So 1 carbon is 12, 2 oxygen is, that's 12.0 gram, and oxygen is 16.0 gram. And then when you put them all together, you'll get 44.0 gram. That's the molar mass for CO2. Now, you need to do that for every question. So from this point on, I'm just going to bypass that. I will say what it is, but I will not going to write it up as a calculation of molar mass because of we're going to deal with other things, which is the calculating or converting between molar mass and number of moles. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to start with 3.25 mole. We're going to do the dimensional analysis here now. So we have gram and mole. All right, so now we know that in 1 mole, we have 1 mole of CO2, we have 44.0 gram. This is right here. This is actually, remember, this is gram per mole actually, right? Remember that. But for calculation, we're going to use this. And it's just simpler for the laboratory experiments that we do. We just don't say it's gram per mole, but we just say it's gram. But here is the actual conversion. All right, so mole and mole, they divide. So you get 3.25 times 44.0, and the answer for this will be 143.0 gram. That is the mass of the CO2 that has 3.25 mole. Okay, so that is that. Now remember that 1 mole of carbon, that's 12 gram. Okay, just remember that. Okay, so it could be 1 mole of oxygen. All right, let's do the next example now. Here's the next example. What is the mass of 1.3 times 10 to the negative 3 mole of SO3? That is sulfur trioxide. All right, we want to know what is the mass in that much of SO3. All right, again, you're going to go through and you're going to find out what is the molar mass of this guy. Okay, so the MS, the molar mass, will end up being, quickly do that, 1 sulfur, that is 32.1 gram. We have 3 oxygens, and that's 48.0 gram. And you put them all together, that is 81 gram. That's the total molar mass of SO3. So now we're going to go through and write it up. 1.36 times 10 to the negative 3 times, now this is the mole. Sorry, I have to include, if I don't include the unit, that's wrong. You must include unit when you do the conversion, okay? So that's the gram again. So in 1 mole of SO3, we just calculated 80.1 grams. Simple, it's as simple as that. So now you're gonna go ahead and divide and multiply. Mole and mole divides, and when you divide and when you multiply, your final answer will be 0.109 gram in a scientific notation with 3 sig figs. This is 3 sig figs right there. Let's keep it at 3 sig figs because originally we gave the answer, or the question was based on 3 sig figs. So let's leave it as 3 sig figs, and that will be 1.09 times 10 to the power of -1 gram. That's the final answer for that one. Excellent. All right. So notice that whenever you start with the mole, you do the unit conversion or the dimensional analysis, and you write gram per mole. That is your molar mass, basically. That's what's right here. Instead of putting gram, that's actually gram per mole. Just write it up here if you want to. And then mole and mole divide, and always does that. The unit will divide, and then you'll notice that everything is left. What is left is the gram, which is right here, and that's what we have right there. Right there, that's the gram. Okay, next question. Let's look at this question. How many moles of nitrogen N2 are there in, this is a nitrogen gas, are there in 50.0 gram of N2? All right, so now we have 50 grams of N2. Now, let's go to the molar mass of N2. So we have 2 nitrogens, and do the molar mass of nitrogen, that's 2 times 14, which is 28.0 gram. Very good. So now we're just going to go ahead and write up the number of moles now. So the number of moles, that's what they're asking. Number of moles equals to, and then write up the unit conversion, dimensional analysis, 50.0 gram of N2 times, the gram is on top, must be in the denominator of the conversion factor, and then we're going to put mole on top. Same idea again. 1 mole, how many gram? 28.0 gram, right? So what we are doing is that we are, remember, the 1 mole, this is, the molar mass is always gram per mole, per 1 mole. That's not going to change, right? So now we want to know how many moles are in 50 gram. If 1 mole is 28 gram, how many moles is in 50? All right, so we just have to do divide. Okay, and it turns out to be probably less than 2, which end up being probably, when you do the math, you get 1.79 mole. That's what you get out of 50 grams of nitrogen. Okay, let's do another one. Here is another one. We have 0.140 mole of a gas, whatever the gas it is, this is probably something else, has a mass of 3.64 gram. We want to know what is the molar mass of that gas. What we do know is that the molar mass calculation is gram per mole, right? So we know that is true. So if that is it, well, we have the mole here. Actually, we have the mass. By the way, this is mass over the mole, right? That's what that is, right? So which is, these are the units for it, by the way. Okay, so now we have 3.64 gram divided by 0.140 mole. Okay, so that is the molar mass calculation. That's just simple as that. We don't have to do anything to it. All right. Now remember that whenever you're dealing with the calculation, if you want to find out what the mass is, that's basically mole times gram per mole, right? And actually, let me change that to mass, which is gram. And look what's happening. The mole and mole cancels out. You'll end up getting mass, which is, that's what you want, okay? Every time that will work. All right, here, we're just going to go through it this way, which is the same. And then we're going to write up the answer. And the final answer in here is 26.0 gram per mole, which is the molar mass. Okay, so that's what that is. And that's how you get it. Okay, so that is it. That is 4 examples dealing with molar mass and number of moles and vice versa calculations. Make sure to take the quiz that is in the description below and in a pinned comment to make sure that you understand and practice this new topic. All right, until next time, check out the next video in this series.